Now we're worse than exes.
Don't.
We're friends.
Okay. Hey guys, magandang umaga o magandang gabi, depending on what time you're watching this video. My name is Monica and welcome to my channel. I am a sleepy girl today, guys. I have been living my best life. I've been spending almost every day out in the sun with my friends, but that just means it's taken me a long time to like recharge myself. But I'm soldiering on because I really wanted to watch this movie with you guys. I am not a coffee drinker, but I've literally bought myself an iced coffee. I don't like any hot coffee. I bought myself an iced latte with a pump of caramel in it, and usually I get like half a shot of coffee or half of whatever the amount is that they normally get whenever I get like a frappuccino or something, but the Deliveroo app doesn't do that, so it's full coffee. Tastes like pure coffee to me, even though it's got a lot of sweeteners in it. But we're surviving off of this today, and I think it's gonna get me going. So from what I understand, this movie is an adaptation of a Jane Eyre book. Oh, girl, no it's not. Jane Austen. Jane Austen is what I meant. I don't know. Oh my god. That's so embarrassing. I realize it in a few minutes, but someone's gonna come for me for that, I just know. And she has written like Pride and Prejudice. I'm actually not very caught up on like period dramas or period movies. Actually, I still need to watch Pride and Prejudice. But because I've been really getting into Bridgerton, if you don't know, I have made videos on all of the episodes of season 2 now. And I really enjoy those, and those are obviously period pieces. I watched the trailer for this movie and it feels a little bit quirky. It feels, they keep breaking the fourth wall and she keeps looking directly at the camera and talking directly to the audience when she's narrating her story. So I don't really know what to expect. It's kind of giving Enola Holmes, the kind of Sherlock Holmes spin-off with Millie Bobby Brown, which is a fantastic movie by the way. And this was kind of giving that. I guess we'll see. I really don't know what to expect, to be honest. The main reason I wanted to watch this movie today is because Dakota Johnson is in it. I absolutely love her. She's so funny in all of her interviews. And Henry Golding is in it, who is one of the love interests, and I absolutely love him. Crazy Rich Asians actor, if you didn't know. He's the male lead in that movie, if you didn't know. He is gorgeous, and I'm really excited to see him in another romance movie, which is a period movie. I love it. Now, if you are already a subscriber of mine, you will know that I try to theme my outfits based on what I'm watching in my videos, and it is like an 1800s, I think, movie, or like an early 1900s in the past, so they're gonna be wearing some nice gowns or something, I'm assuming. I don't really know. So I've tried to go for just like a nice summer dress. I wanted to go for limited makeup, like minimalist makeup, because obviously they wouldn't have had extravagant makeup looks back then, but we ended up with this. Much more extravagant than I normally do, actually. I thought I'd add the diamonds because, again, this was giving not as glamorous as Bridgerton maybe, but still during that period. So I just wanted to add a little bit of femininity to the look. And you can't actually tell, but I have got some like diamond clips, not real diamonds, obviously, all over my hair. I've got 3 in, but because of where I positioned them, you can't actually tell. So there you go. But without further ado, let's just get on with this video. Okay, it's on the popular ones. Apparently it's popular. I don't know if they really do that because it means it's actually popular, or they want like people to watch it because then it'll make people think other people are watching it. Does that make sense? I mean, it came out yesterday for me, so I'm filming this video the day after it dropped on Netflix. Here we go, Persuasion.
I almost got married once, but he was a sailor without rank, and I was persuaded to give him up.
Persuaded. They immediately hopped in with the title of the movie. Persuasion. Based on a novel by Jane Austen. Oh, I said Jane Eyre. Is that another story? Austen. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I felt like Austen. I was like, no, is that an act? I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Okay, I like the symmetry of the shot. I know this actor. Where do I know him from?
Most fashion-forward luminary.
Elizabeth, the eldest.
Mary, married to Charles Musgrove.
Mary, the youngest.
Is it a little bit jarring to you how she keeps on interrupting? He's telling the story, but then she's also telling the story. Is that just me?
One thing my father loves more than himself is spending money.
Oh, they're gonna be poor.
Daddy's bright princess. Playtime's over.
What? Daddy's broke, princess. Playtime's over.
Perhaps we need only stop giving to charities.
Can we do that?
The big sister's the devil.
And move somewhere cheaper. Bath is lovely. And the spas there will work wonders for your skin.
Bath is not cheap. I mean, maybe for them, rich people may think it's cheap, but it's not cheap.
He was also a naval officer. Winslow.
You mean Wentworth?
Wentworth.
Oh, her man.
7 years.
7.
8.
For not seeing then what I see so clearly now. That I would have been a far happier woman keeping him than I have been in giving him up.
Do you think she just sits there and mopes like every day for the past 8 years? It feels that way to me.
I broke his heart, and he knew why.
Oh, this straw is terrible.
You will find the one that's meant for you.
Look at this, these stupid cardboard straws is getting stuck in the lid, and I like to stir my drinks.
I fear Wentworth is a ship that has sailed.
Oh yeah, scrap this lid. We're right until it gets soggy and then I can't drink anything up through it.
Sad, empty Nell best captures my melancholy. 8 years of it.
8 years.
He's been all over, and the Navy adores him.
Oh, because she's still keeping in touch with him. Oh, or she's been collecting stuff. It seems like she's a little bit obsessed with him. It's been 8 years. That's a long time of your life to be moping over someone who you're not going to be with.
Nothing at all indicate he's since been in any way attached to another.
Girl, I'm sorry. You need to get over it.
To make amends for the many plain faces.
It's really bothering me. I need to know where I know him from.
Handsome. Your beauty will shine twice as brightly amongst them.
She said, I'm ready for husband number 2.
She's ill again.
Sad face.
I knew your brother, actually.
Did you?
Oh my gosh. He's Loki. He's classic Loki. Guys. I was like, it's driving me crazy. I know him. He's Loki.
What if I've been wrong? What if he's been pining for me day and night all these years?
How old is she? Because this is my mindset when I was like 16. I was like, that guy that I stopped talking to back when I was 14, I bet he's been pining after me all this time. Delusion. That's what I was. I was deluded. He did not care. He did not give a single crap about me. That rabbit, will it have a part to play, do you think? Why did she have a rabbit?
Have you ever met Captain Wentworth? And is it true that he actually listens when women speak?
He listens.
Unheard of. The bar is so low. Oh. Dude, when people get ill 100 years ago, it stresses me out when I watch it, obviously. Because medicine back then, like, what do they do? People just die from, like, the simplest things that, like, nowadays we would think is just a simple thing. But back then, it's life-threatening. Like, a little cut could get infected because they don't have plasters, you know? And then they could die from the infection. It's insane.
Wouldn't it be hard for you to be away from little Charles when he's in so much pain?
No, Louisa. I am an empath.
Shut up. Dude, this writer is tapping into all the memes. As an empath, I'm gonna say this movie's trying to be quirky. That's not to say it's not fun, but I can just feel the quirky seeping from it. Hey, little baby.
Frederick!
Oh! He definitely saw that.
They have to wear silly hats.
Anne, please, I can't endure the sound of laughter before noon.
She hates her kids.
You two really have met.
Fleetingly.
And yet memorable in its fleetingness.
How can you make it more obvious that you had like a little thing going?
Shall we go?
We shall.
Yes.
Please go. I can't handle that awkwardness anymore.
You still have jam on your face.
You can definitely feel that. You could definitely have felt that on your face the whole time.
Quite the upgrade from whoever didn't want to sit next to me.
Did he say that she was an upgrade from her?
Charles wanted to marry me first.
How many glasses of wine has she had?
He came to his senses and married Mary.
Please go on, you'd like...
Oh, that's messy.
Your brother-in-law once preferred you to your sister.
Oh my...
That's true.
True.
This is interesting how they made the music very quiet. Because it's not about the romance of the scene is not about the beauty of the dance or whatever, it's her observing him.
He was so distant last night.
I mean, you were avoiding sitting next to him, and then you brought up how your brother-in-law fancied you.
Worse than strangers. We're exes.
Okay, so I'm watching this only a day after it was started streaming, and I saw that going around already on Twitter, because I'm on Twitter all the time and I wasn't expecting people to make any type of post about this movie, honestly, because I didn't really hear much buzz about it, but they used that and they were like, Jane Austen is rolling in her grave right now. This adaptation is tonally very, very different to what I'm sure the book is like. I mean, it's like an adaptation for a reason, but Jane Austen is such an iconic writer and her style is very specific, you know?
I don't want you to be angry.
What would you want me to be?
I'm really waiting for Henry to make his appearance because he's the eye candy that I'm looking forward to personally. I don't think he's gonna come in until past the halfway point, because in the trailer he was only in it for like the last couple of seconds. So I don't think he's as big of a part as what I thought.
What I've realised is I need to fall in love with myself first, and then I can truly love those around me. And that's all there is to it.
Says the narcissist. That's so funny.
Everywhere.
Oh, she's getting closer with what's-his-face? Frederick.
I encouraged you to pursue him.
Now you'd like him for yourself?
He's everything.
Oh, she's so sweet. She clearly, obviously no one really has any idea about their history. I'm assuming it was her mother and father who had something against their thing, and they might be the only people who knew. Oh, her family. I think her sisters know as well, but nobody else. And she's so sweet. She's asking permission under the impression that she only was like, he'd be perfect for you, maybe you should get to know him, and she didn't. And now she fancies him, but she still feels bad, even though she doesn't know about their history. She's great. I mean, I don't even think it's necessary for her to do this.
I know what I'm watching, and it's more than two people who have merely met before.
Oh.
What you're seeing is the past.
Look.
Oh, lol. Okay, that's why she's asking, because she has an inkling about it. Oh, let her have him. It's been 8 years. Okay, maybe like with first love it's different and your one and only love. Go for the new guy, girl. Go for the new guy. It's been 8 years. If it's been maybe like 2 years, I'd be like, okay, it's only been 2 years, maybe 8 years though? Girl, you could have had a whole new family by this point. She had plenty of time to grieve, heal, move on, and be happy with someone else, but she sat here moping. Oh, is she having a... right where they are?
Pride. Find it detestable.
Oh, she didn't know, okay.
Anne Elliot has as much pride as the rest of them, just takes a different form.
I don't understand. I do see the best in her, and I implore you to look for it too.
Okay, get it. We love a loyal friend.
There's nothing worse than thinking your life is ruined and then realising you've got much, much further to fall.
She feels so sorry for herself all the time. I really hope she gets a confidence boost. Not from a man, but within herself. I really hope she just stops moping all the time. Well, she can't be giving him those eyes when he literally was just speaking ill of her to like her closest relative, like in law, but it seems like she's closest with her than with any of her sisters. This is like the title of a book. This could be on the cover of a book right there, this shot. Oh, I like that with the pure white sky. That was kind of nice. This is like Little Women when they went to the beach. Little Women is one of the period pieces that I have seen and I absolutely love it. I actually watched it for Florence Pugh, but the whole movie is absolutely fantastic.
Only people who know loss can really appreciate Byron. But those people should only taste him sparingly. Otherwise, they'll be left more deeply in their sorrow.
It's literally like, when I'm sad, I want to listen to my sad music, but it makes you more sad, you know? Like, it does not help, but it also, it like feeds the sadness and it makes me feel better, but also worse. Here he is! But first, very quickly, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Berga. Berga is a European tech accessories brand that connects millions of fashion lovers worldwide. They have more than 100 gorgeous phone case designs, and the best part is they are also super protective. They offer two types of cases, the tough cases and the elite cases. The tough cases have a double layer protection and shock absorption, as well as a scratch resistant glossy finish. The elite phone cases are the ultimate fusion of beauty and protection. CloudGuard technology absorbs up to 90% of impact force. These have such a luxurious feel and look with the eye-catching gold camera outline for that subtle touch of luxury. So I have 4 designs here. In the tough style, I have Mystic River and Cappuccino. Look at that gorgeous glossy finish. And in the elite style, I have Purple Skies and Ubud Jungle. I have worked with Berga before, and the phone case they sent me a couple of months ago has stayed on my phone ever since. I'm not kidding, I have not removed it once, and it is still perfect. Like, my phone has not cracked ever since. Like, I feel so sturdy with this, and it's so pretty. I get so many compliments on this phone case, actually, especially with the matching pop socket. I think it's just so nice. I am completely obsessed with this phone case, and I'm so grateful to be working with Berga again. Just look how expensive this feels. It just feels so luxurious. And currently, Berga is having an amazing sale. Buy 2 Berga cases and get the other 2 absolutely free. And on top of that, my subscribers can get an extra 15% off with the code Catapusan X15. Once more, that is an extra 15% off with my code Catapusan X15. Make sure to click the link down below and get this deal only available for a limited time. Thank you so much, Berga, for sponsoring this video. And now let's get back to watching Persuasion. Henry! This is what I'm here for, baby! These two. These two.
Perhaps.
Immediate chemistry. Immediate. Much more than I saw her having with Frederick. I'm sorry.
Can I help you with something?
Well, you clearly aren't interested in her. Let the handsome man have her. This is where the story really starts for me, guys. I am excited to see Henry! Henry and Dakota. Oh my gosh.
Hello. I'm sorry about this morning. I'm speaking of that rude gentleman we encountered.
He's speaking to her now because he's jealous. I feel like if a woman is jealous, it makes her more distant. I feel like when a man is jealous, he gets more assertive, you know?
I've lived with 1,000 different imagined versions of you.
I love you in every universe? What?
But I want you in my life.
Now that you see a man flirt with her, are you...
I would like to be friends.
Friends?
I was thinking the same.
Oh, yeah. She said, me too. Yeah, that is... You took the words right out of my mouth. Friends, that is all I ever wanted from you. Love of my life.
I saw so clearly this morning the prison my resentment had created.
I feel like maybe because it was an engagement that was broken off, that was why it's so much more deep than like a regular breakup, because it was so deep as to they were literally about to get married. I do hope he hasn't been holding on to resentment for 8 years, rather that it just resurfaced when he saw her again, you know? Because I feel like 8 years is a long time to hold a grudge or to mope about a particular thing. That is all. I feel like 2 to 3 years is a more reasonable amount of time, but then again, each to their own, right?
My most grim moments at sea.
I thought of you.
I would ask myself, what would Anne do here?
Cry and mope.
Now we're worse than exes.
Don't.
We're friends.
I don't like that. I don't like how modern some of the lines are. It's funny, but I also feel it's so tonally jarring a little bit. I'm having a good time, but some of it a little bit cheesy. I do like the tranquil moments. Like the very, very quiet music and then just kind of sitting in the moment. I think this is done quite well. Like with the dancing earlier and now this bit with the swimming. I think it sets the mood of the scene really nicely. There he is! Oh!
Now you are in my way.
Oh!
Will I see you again?
Yes, please.
We must entrust that to Providence. That means I haven't yet made up my mind.
You know, I haven't read the book, but I feel like some of these lines were taken directly from the book, but and then because, like myself, who don't know a lot of like how the language worked back then, like I probably would be a little bit confused, but also I'm kind of there to watch that. Like, I'm kind of there to be immersed in that world where they talk in a way that we don't talk nowadays. But I feel like what they're doing is, you know, translating it. It might be a little bit jarring. I can't decide if I like it or not, basically.
William Walter Elliot, miss.
A cousin? Not just a cousin, Henrietta, our father's heir. We should write to father at once.
Wait, they related? I guess that's not a big deal back then. I don't know.
Father was desperate that he marry Elizabeth to keep the title within his direct line.
Oh.
But he turned her down.
Ooh. I like these scenes where everything is very still, apart from like a couple of things, like the main characters moving and the music really, really quiet.
Catch me, Captain.
Oh! Oh my gosh, can you imagine if he didn't and she got hurt? Oh my gosh, that scared me. Catch me now.
Okay, that was your warm-up.
Oh no, she's actually gonna do it.
Catch me or don't.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, don't move that. Just be patient.
Oh, I'm sorry, but why did she do that? Okay, she's not dead.
I can't bear to leave until she's awake.
Okay, so in terms of writing a story, do you think this happened to kind of get her out of the way a little bit so that the decision will be like Anne and Frederick continue to get closer without Louisa?
No, I'm responsible for her.
Oh, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe now he really can get closer with Anne because he'll feel really guilty about Louisa. I don't think she's gonna die. I think she's gonna wake up at a really inopportune moment in terms of however this relationship develops as the movie goes on.
I've seen Mr. Elliot.
And he's gorgeous.
And he's attractive.
Yeah, he is!
Because he's a 10. I never trust a 10.
Oh. Okay.
He's been nursing a crush on me for nearly a decade.
He turned you down, did he not?
Interesting. It's a decided step up from passerby, but still a bit short of most beloved. But I am willing to work for my titles.
His voice.
He's just practicing on me.
Shall we?
Oh, he's so charming.
Romance has been the last thing from my mind. Until today.
Was he this charming in Crazy Rich Asians? Like, he's obviously gorgeous, but I feel like his voice wasn't doing that in that role.
Your openness.
Refreshing, yes?
His little, like, whisper thing, it's... I like these shots. I love the top hats. Bring back the top hats. I think men look so dashing with them. Paired with the appropriate attire, of course, but bring back the top hats, man. Stop looking. Ah!
Well, the engagement, of course, went with Louisa.
Wait, what?
Everyone is talking about Louisa.
Oh, what? Oh my, wait, no.
What can I do?
And he didn't tell her?
I just like to be alone.
So that's why he was like, I'm responsible for her. It wasn't even just the guilt. But they're engaged. Or it's now because she's recovered. Oh, it's while she was away. Oh, honey. Well, I guess you can stop pining now. Oh my gosh. Oh, hun, I'm so sorry. She crying in the bathtub. Eating her ice cream. Where's the ice cream? Bottle of wine? We see you, girl. Solidarity, we feel you. Well, how is her face so perfectly lit in this dark room? Is there a candle? Is there a window? It's just her face that's lit so perfectly. How do they do that? Because clearly it's not like a flashlight. Light from where is reflecting directly on her?
Anne.
Dude, don't. Is she wearing a top hat?
He's gone to fetch a carriage.
I want to wear a top hat.
He makes me laugh. It's nice to laugh.
Yeah, I never laughed with you. Anne, hurry up! You are the one who proposed. He chose Louisa. Don't be mopey. Nice, I like that. The closed door. They've closed the door in the relationship. Maybe that symbolizes.
So long as you're in Bath, I hope we can see a bit of one another.
I'm actually not
Really?
sure how long I'll be here.
Do you think that's wise? You guys still have something between you. He's about to get married.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to steal my Anne for a moment.
My Anne. Okay, icky. Icky, put the measuring tapes away, lads. They were talking. Let them talk. Let them clear the air and get out everything they need to get out, and then you can swoop her up.
I do hope you'll be able to make it to the wedding. Anne would be devastated if you weren't there.
You haven't even proposed! What are you talking about? Wait, are they? Did I miss something? They're engaged. Oh, he's quite possessive. Dude, that longing gaze at the back of her head. You made your choice, and you can't call off an engagement. The disrespect. Don't tell me they kiss in like a fit of passion.
I've just made up my mind. I'm off to sea.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting again.
I'm not, okay, you need to actually leave her alone for a second when they sort out their business.
I want very much to make you my wife.
Oh, he's proposing now. In the middle of this? He said I need to lock her in.
Think on it.
You know, a couple of minutes ago I'd be like, go for it, but I feel like the way he went about it was a little bit icky.
Life just seems so fragile and fleeting. It's made me realise how important it is to spend time away from one's children.
Away from one's children.
I have plans.
To drink and read in her room.
I'm no card player.
Worst I've ever seen.
I feel like the only thing going for these two is their history, because I don't really see any chemistry between them. I like this shot though. There's a lot of symmetry in this movie that I quite like. Hang on, we've only got about 10 minutes left. How's this movie gonna wrap up? I bet they're gonna end up together. They're gonna ditch their partners, their engagements, and run to each other in the field and be together.
We women do not forget you so soon as you forget us.
Girl!
Women love.
She's the scorned ex!
I think Fanny would be happy to see her Bennett cared for.
I've wondered if it wasn't my sister's spirit in the wind that caused Louisa to slip.
Louisa?
I've told you.
Wait!
The universe has perfect.
Wait!
Louisa's engagement to Captain Benwick, of course. A love grown slow and sure from his constant attention to her during her convalescence.
I'll make sure this letter gets to Admiral Croft.
Wait, what did her, or like her mother's friend tell her that Louisa was engaged to Frederick? Or just that she was engaged and we assumed it was Frederick? I think it was just Louisa's engagement. Oh, girl, go after him. He was gone 2 minutes ago. I feel like you could go out. Can you not go after him?
You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope.
I feel like her looking into the camera is kind of jarring me a little bit in the midst of this beautiful letter. Oh, gosh. Oh!
Anne.
It's fine. It makes it easier. That's fine. That is fine. He does it! Trash. Trash, trash, trash. He was handsome, I was blinded, but he was acting icky, so I don't care as much.
Frederick!
Okay, there is a running scene. I felt like there would be a running scene. I love you too. Mwah. Come on, kiss. Kiss. Oh, this is pretty. Kiss. Yeah!
But I knew you'd come.
These are pretty shots. This is quite nice. But I don't really think I feel much for them. You know, the way that, and if you know me, if you've been watching my channel for even like a couple of videos, I'm a very emotional person. I get very attached quickly. I cry at everything. I'm not even like welling up, even slightly. I can't believe they got married. Wasn't he supposed to marry her? I don't want to clap. I don't want to clap for them. I don't think he's a nice person. How is this the wedding that we end the movie on? Is this the same? No, because she had a fringe in the opening scene. But I'm assuming it's the same field. So we're doing like a full circle moment.
Counting for the air at the height of the cliff.
No, she has a fringe here. Oh, what are these? I forget what she was wearing.
Well, I won't tell anyone how painfully easy nautical navigation
We thank you for your discretion.
is.
I feel like they're boring. They like, that was the one joke that I've seen between them. That's like the first time I've seen them have like fun. They're literally just, their whole relationship is just the fact that they love each other. I don't really see why. I didn't feel anything other than they kept saying that they loved each other and that they used to love each other. I don't know. This nice, they did a lot of nice panning shots though. This is nice. Okay. I'm conflicted because I feel like it was trying to tonally go for like Enola Holmes, which I absolutely adored. I would rewatch that movie so many times. It's so well done. But I feel like this movie fell a bit short on that. I really liked the, as I mentioned before, like the calm scenes where there was like just a panning shot, like very trying to capture the tranquility of the moment. I think this movie captured that really well, but I feel like it was a little bit jarring to me how some of it was the tone of what Jane Austen intended in her book versus them trying to make it like quirky and relatable to people watching now. And like the letter that he wrote for her, the way that he wrote that letter, the tone of that letter was how they would be speaking in the 1800s, which I think that is what makes these period pieces feel more romantic to us because of the way that they speak and the way that they describe their love to each other. And I feel like when you add the quirky element, I keep saying quirky, I know, but that's just the vibe I was getting from it. When you add that element into the story, I think it takes away from that romantic thread that's supposed to go through these type of romantic stories, which is why like Bridgerton and stuff, while, you know, the language doesn't confuse the average viewer like myself in comparison to maybe a Pride and Prejudice would. Some of the language may confuse you, maybe they're using terms that we literally don't use nowadays, so we will have no idea what they're talking about. I feel like Bridgerton does a really good job of using like olden language to really sink you into that world while still, you know, you can follow it 100%. And I feel like instead of doing that, it was just kind of doing one thing that was like olden language and another thing that was kind of quirky, or like nowadays how people would speak, and then they kind of shoved it into one movie, and I felt like it was a little bit jarring, like I didn't really know how I should feel. I didn't really care much about any of the relationships too much. I don't think they built any of the bonds between at least the love interests. I really liked her relationship with Louisa. I think that was shown really well. I think her relationship with the youngest sister, I've forgotten her name, that was shown really well. But I think the relationships between other people were shown really well, apart from all the romantic interests. And it's like, I thought this was a romance movie, so I wasn't getting much of the romance, even though that's the main storyline that's going through. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, I think this was a fun experience to have with you guys. Let me know if you watched this movie, let me know if you've read the books, and if the tonal difference bothered you at all, or if you were just like, well, this is an adaptation, so it doesn't really matter, like I'm okay with it. How different was it from the book? That I'm curious to see from you guys, if there were any differences. I don't think the actors did anything wrong. I think the writing was just a bit strange for me. But anyway guys, I think that is it for today's video. If you wanted to hear more from me, my socials are also linked down below. That is my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. They're all at Monica Catapusan, same as my YouTube name. And thank you guys for watching if you stayed until this point, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!